Turning to Brexit next, where British Prime Minister Theresa May and her cabinet are putting finishing touches on a bold new Brexit plan, one that she hopes MPs will vote for 2 weeks from now.
Few details have been given on what the new bill would look like. This is Mrs May's fourth and final attempt to secure a deal, and she's promised to step down regardless of the result.
Ollie Barrett is live for us in London right now. Let's get across to him. Ollie, what's likely to change in this bill for the outcome to be any different than the previous 3 times?
Well, we expect Theresa May to give a speech in a couple of hours or so from now in which she will outline the details that have been, we understand, agreed at cabinet level. In there, we expect her to talk about measures designed to appease MPs on all sides, really, of this debate. Those MPs in her own party who would be considered Brexiteers. We may see some so-called alternative arrangements talked up in this new deal, alternative arrangements to the controversial Northern Ireland backstop, that is. We may see workers' rights given guarantees in this bill. We may see environmental protections increased as well. We'll also see guarantees, we believe, on the future integrity of the United Kingdom, including Northern Ireland, even if that controversial backstop comes into play. Those are designed to appease the DUP party of Northern Ireland, which props up Theresa May's government at Westminster. We may well see some detail on ways that Parliament can lock in any deal so that they can't easily be changed by any future leader or Prime Minister. As I say, this all designed to appease Conservative MPs, Labour MPs, other MPs from other parties as well. It certainly is a new and bold offer that Theresa May is making here. It may just all come too late. And at the same time, some of those measures that may appease some Labour MPs, for example, may well put off some Conservative MPs in her own party. And at the moment, the opposition Labour Party leadership is saying that it will oppose her bill when it gets to vote on it in early June. So there is still a huge amount of ground for Theresa May to make up with all of this.
OK, so what happens if Mrs May fails to pass this bill then?
Well, it's almost certain at that point that she loses her job. The only question then really becomes exactly when. And she has promised that influential committee of backbench MPs in her own party that if her bill does get voted down again, if her Brexit deal does again get rejected by the House of Commons, that she will give them a firm date for her departure so that the Conservative Party can get that leadership campaign cranked up to get someone in to take over from her as leader of the Conservative Party, but also, of course, as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And many Conservatives want to get that process moving as quickly as possible. This week, on Thursday, we have European elections taking place here in the UK that the government didn't want to take part in, but in which the Conservative Party of Theresa May may well face humiliating defeat. So a very difficult couple of weeks ahead for Theresa May. And I think many people at Westminster feel that we are headed into the very end days now of her premiership. She will hope, of course, that she can get that withdrawal bill through and then set out her own departure over her own timetable.
All right, thanks for that update. Ollie Barrett speaking to us from London.